And joining me now, Dr. Mohammed Munir, a virologist at Lancaster University in the UK. Hello, thank you very much indeed for your time. So as we just saw there, Sanofi's been causing controversy with its comments about the US getting its vaccine, should it come up with one, before anyone else. But there isn't one yet anywhere. Could you tell us what the latest is when it comes to efforts to find a vaccine? We heard today from the European Medicines Agency saying it probably won't be for a while, and a year is optimistic, it said.
Yes, absolutely. I think this is a more realistic timeline that we won't have vaccine in this year. And as many of you as audience already know, that there are more than 100 vaccines. Those are in preclinical trial, and 8 of them, they are already reaching to the clinical trial where they are in the human blood for the first time. So progress has certainly been made very rapidly, but still we don't have any vaccine that we can count on being available this year, because these vaccines need to be certainly tested rigorously and should be ensured that they are safe enough, and that would take time, and we cannot press and compress this timeline.
So no vaccine anytime soon, but a few countries that have seen a steady drop in the number of deaths have started easing lockdown restrictions, like here in France. But at the same time, we're seeing countries like Lebanon asking people to stay at home again. We've also seen a spike in new cases in South Korea, for example. What do you make of that? I mean, should we be really concerned about this, or was this just to be expected?
Well, matter of the fact is that vast majority of people are still uninfected, so they don't have any existing immunity. So any relaxation in the lockdown would allow these people to come back to normal life, and where they would be interacting with people who are having infection, especially with the ones who are having no clinical sign. The transmission would come out to the same scale as it has been before. And if we would see a premature relaxation that is happening in many countries, including UK, the chances for this virus to come back would be very high. And also, the important thing to emphasize onto the fact is that if the disease is circulating in any country in the world, the threat would be the same on any other country who have already claiming to be protected or having enough control on. So therefore, the need of the time is to have a consistent approach globally so that the disease will remain at the bay around the world.
Now, this of course, started in China. China not keen, though, on letting the WHO investigate the origins of the outbreak. But isn't understanding how it started important to ending this crisis?
Well, certainly it is always important to understand where the disease has come from so that we can make strategies and policies such that it wouldn't come back again, and to really investigate. For example, if we can identify which intermediate animal has been that could let the virus to jump from bats to human, we can certainly devise the policies ensuring that this wouldn't happen again. And identifying the origin of the virus is really a challenging process, especially when the disease spread so quickly, and the wet market that was shot in early days, there was no opportunity to collect the sample. So my anticipation is that the origin of the virus would always remain mystery, but certainly identifying this one would certainly help in the near future to identify the future dynamics.
All right. Well, we really appreciate your time and your analysis. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Mohammed Munir from Lancaster University in the UK. Now, the population